Hi, my name is Bobby Curtis. I'm going to describe a device that Langley, Virginia Central Intelligence Agency has placed within my skull, and very similar to a Hawking device in that if you watch Stephen Hawking or Steve Gleason with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, they're able to communicate without moving their mouths or their moving their or in any way having an auditory voice. It would seem like they're doing it telepathically if the synthesizer was not plugged in. So essentially what I have in my head is a device that does several things. One is it has the ability to harvest memories, and and I can give greater detail in another video. We'll take each video I do and talk about one aspect of what the device does. It is able to cause physical sensations, most notable of which is a popping sensation in the ear. If one were to take a finger and begin to pop earlobe continuously, that is the popping sound that I hear in my ear. I believe that is an auditory device, similar to a transplant that someone would have who didn't have hearing, natural hearing implanted as well. That's just theory on my part. It may very well be something that doesn't show up on a CAT scan. But the things that the device does as well, it causes all kinds of sensations in the nasal area, can cause a sensation in the scalp area, as well as in both ears, and it's kind of a continuous process. Now, all of this seems far-fetched, but part of my plan is once the device is removed, since I'll own it, is to take it and actually build the device. Since I'll have the devices, hire engineers to actually create the software program that allows it to do this, and therefore demonstrate that it does have these capabilities. And once it does, may even hire a third party to see if they were willing to place this in their head and describe whatever sensations that they might have, just to verify that it does do these things. So that is my greater than it's more than a theory at this point. Makes no sense for it to be private industry who's responsible for it. I've had over 50 vehicles following me for the last 2 years, and as crazy as this sounds, I've created video channels, and there are people who can verify everything I'm saying. Aaron Burnett, as well as Judge Carol Whitehurst, Kristen Berner, my family, all of which have been served by gag orders by federal courts, ordering them to keep quiet about the device in my head and not to discuss it with me or with anyone else. So in addition to that, John Gordon in Alexandria, Louisiana may or may not have some knowledge of the device in my head. So with that being said, this is the first video, and it is designed to essentially be, as I said, innocuous. The device has the physical sensations, and then there are incidents such as in Savannah, Georgia, in which I was, for all intents and purposes, and I'll do a video on this later, assaulted and choked and left a pool of blood on the floor in a hospital in a locked room by three individuals who said they were law enforcement but failed to present a United States Marshal's badge, which is a criminal offense as well, to claim to be a United States Marshal. But they tackled me, wrestled me to the floor, choked me within an inch of my life, sustained bodily injuries, had the photographs for that, and my larynx hurt for almost a week. So that's what the device does, and with the other things that it does, I will follow up on other videos in the days to come. But each day I plan on actually posting a daily journal describing the way in which Langley acted that day, the movements of their vehicles, as well as the sensation on the device, as explaining some of the things that it does and doesn't do. So I appreciate it, and some of it I'll also discuss and show some aspects that show up in movies and television programs, various things I watch on the internet to give examples of the sorts of things these people are up to. So I appreciate it, and thank you so much.